Can I help you?
No, ma'am.
What are you doing?
I'm just taking video. Is there an issue with that?
Yes,
Why?
because the privacy of my patrons in here. You can do stuff out on the sidewalk. I don't have a problem with that, but not in here.
Well, is the sidewalk public?
Yes,
And what does that say on the outside of the building?
it's a public library,
Yes.
but I am in charge of keeping my patrons safe.
Well, you talk about privacy, but you have a sign right there saying this area is under 24-hour surveillance.
Yes, for their safety.
Well, this is for my safety.
Then I will just call the police department and have them come down here. And
I mean, you can do
We
that,
can
but
discuss it
that's
with
just
them.
a waste of time.
Why?
You know, because there's really no reason. This is perfectly legal.
No, it is not.
What makes you
I
think it
have
is?
the say-so in this building.
No, you don't, ma'am. This is
The
a public
police
building.
department told me I have the say-so in this building.
They told you that you specifically have to say so. Can I know who told you that you specifically have power in this building? Like what
The
police
people
officer?
who put me in charge, I'm the director of
The
the
police
library.
put you in charge?
No,
Then how'd they tell you that you...
because I had someone else in here taking pictures, and I had to call and have,
So you've had this happen before.
yeah,
But what happened to that person when they took photos?
nothing.
Did they get arrested?
No,
Did they get kicked out?
no, but it was my option. What is your name?
I'm not gonna tell you that.
Okay, you can come in and take pictures of me, but I can't ask your name.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have to tell you my name. Like, why are
This is
you...
one of those Facebook. You put me on, I'm hurt.
Hey, all right.
Listen, I'm telling you what.
Call the cops.
If you step towards me again, I'm gonna fucking do it again. Call the cops.
Yeah, call the cops.
Call the cops.
You sprayed my daughter.
I didn't spray your daughter, sir. If anything, I sprayed myself too.
Good. You need to get off the property. This is not your property.
No, sir, no, ma'am. Sir, this is your fault.
This can cause
Sir, no,
asthma
ma'am,
attacks.
ma'am, be quiet. Your father is an embarrassment. He charged at me over a camera.
Watch out.
That is a minor.
I'm a minor too, ma'am. And he charged at a minor.
So why are you doing this?
Because he's a Facebook prick.
So you charge at a person for a camera? You're a fragile person.
So what made you come in here to do this?
Because I have the right to record in here.
And what made you think that today you needed to challenge that?
Because I do it everywhere in Texas, ma'am.
So you don't live in Electra.
Ma'am, are you calling the cops? I'm not going to answer any more questions.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you. I apologized for all this happening. I didn't want this to happen. I mean,
Really?
yeah. Do you think I want to pepper spray somebody?
Oh, I'm gonna kill that little motherfucker.
Oh, really? You want to kill me? There's the little... How's that pepper spray feel? Ooh. Big man. I'm going to hit you over a camera.
Stop antagonizing him.
He just tried to attack you.
Why aren't you
I don't
kicking him
care.
out?
Because
Why aren't
he
you
has
kicking-
not
These
to
are
be
my
put
family
on that
here.
camera.
Okay, well, this is a public place. There's no expectation of privacy. in
Those
public.
red eyes.
So that means that people.
Hey, so it's all on the camera. I walked in here with exercising my First Amendment right to record in public.
Okay.
And he was sitting right there on the blue chair. In summary, I pointed the camera at him, and he just told me,
He told me
don't,
not to
ma'am,
take his...
ma'am, be quiet, ma'am.
No,
Ma'am,
you're
no.
not going to
Hey,
tell
talk to
me
me.
that.
He charged at me,
Yes,
and for a camera,
Okay.
and I had to pepper spray him. And then he hit
He
me.
had
He
pepper spray
and then
in
he
his hand and he jerked it out when I lunged at him. Yes, I did do that.
incriminating himself. There we go.
No, I'm telling you.
He said it himself. All right. And I mean, he said it himself at that point. Just charge him for assault. You know, it's all on video.
Okay.
Go back in. I don't want
What he did.
To
did
take
what,
his picture.
did he? What he did was that right?
Robert Park.
No,
So then why are you protecting him still?
because he was defending me.
Over a camera. Wait, why was he defending? He said don't point the camera at me, and then he attacked me. He wasn't defending you. He was
Yes, he
defending
was.
himself.
He was defending me because he's very... Yes, I would.
Head out.
No.
Yes.
Wait, what happened? Why are you kicking me out?
She, as the librarian, has the right
Did I
to
break a
not
policy?
allow any. No,
Did I break
they
a
don't
policy?
have to have a policy.
Yes, sir. I have to
No,
break a
out.
policy. No,
Out.
sir. No, sir. So you're kicking me out when I was just assaulted.
I am kicking you
What made
out.
you? What made you want to
Okay.
kick me out? What made you want to ask her?
You talk.
What
Go
made you
ahead.
want to ask her to kick me out? What did I do? Did I offend you in some way?
What is your name and badge number?
My name is Lieutenant Kelmer, Kelmer, badge number 201.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you know the laws around public photography?
And I know the laws about inside of a public building.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what are they?
I don't have to tell you.
Fine.
Okay.
Are you a
Pepper
taxpayer here
spraying
in
somebody.
Because he assaulted me. Why are you? Do you know him or something?
Out.
Do you know? No.
Out.
Did I break a policy? Yes or no?
Out.
No, sir. You
Okay,
can raise
you're
your tone.
fixing to be placed under arrest for refusing to do what I'm saying.
Is that a
What's the
crime?
penal code
Yes.
on that?
I don't have to tell you.
So that's a
Refusing-
crime?
Refusing to do what you said.
Refusing what a police officer
That's
says.
I'm walking
not in the
away.
penal code.
No.
Don't grab my stuff.
no.
Don't grab my
No.
things. Don't grab my
You-
things, Lieutenant.
Go.
Be professional.
Out.
De-escalate.
Out. No,
sir.
out.
De-escalate.
Let's go. They don't want you here.
De-escalate.
Sir, what
grab
did
my
I
things.
say? They do not
Don't
want you
touch
in
me.
here. Go
Let's
out.
outside.
Outside.
Under threat of arrest? If we don't go outside, you're going to arrest us?
Yes, for criminal trespass.
We will see you in court.
Okay,
out
go
here.
ahead.
We'll see you at deposition. Is he
We
gonna
are
be
not
arrested?
done investigating that part of
Are
it.
we detained?
Do you want to pursue
I want
charges?
to
Are we
ask you, are we
detained?
detained? Easy question. Yes or no?
Okay, every time I tried to say something,
Every time
you,
we try and ask a question, you sideline and try to be as smart as like I don't have to answer your question when we have to comply with you when we're not detained
Are we detained?
now you're using profanity in
in public. Oh
Towards
my
you.
God, you're
Towards
a
you.
f***ing
Which you
idiot.
cannot be the
I
complainant.
can cuss at you. I can yell at you all I want. You're a public
We know the
servant.
penal code.
As I was referring to your earlier point, I don't react that way, so no. For you to assume I would think that way because you, in this made-up situation, would be yelling at me, theoretically, no, I wouldn't act that way because that happens every day. If I responded with anger and violence towards everyone who even yelled at me wrong, I'd go be a hermit in the mountains somewhere. I don't have the time or patience, but from what I could see, he put his hand up, walked towards you, telling you not to record him.
I'll show you the
Did you
video.
hear what was said? Was the audio very good on the...
Well, I was hoping he had audio on it, but
Yeah.
when I asked him for it, he assumed that when the other guy was telling me the story that was good enough.
Yeah, well, that's why we have to have a conversation.
And I'll show you the video.
Yes,
Yeah.
show him the video. And I'm with
I have a right to defend.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I have to use physical force to
Right.
de-escalate a
What I'm saying
situation.
is-
If you come at me, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a step back to make some distance because I don't want
But
physical
There's not enough
confrontation.
room
But you
behind
don't-
me. If I
but that's
step
not
back-
how it works. You don't try to determine what they should have done to defend themselves.
Mm.
It's whether or not they had the right to defend themselves.
It's.
Do you have your ID with you?
I'm not gonna give you my ID.
So you're going to refuse the ID.
I didn't
Then
commit
we
a
don't
crime.
have to-
I didn't commit a
I
crime.
did.
You can
I
give me
am
that without telling my
attempting
name.
to
You can
fill-
attempt all you want. You don't have to ID unless you've been arrested. It's 3802 in the penal code. Look it up.
You looked
course
up
you don't look up
assault.
stuff.
You looked up assault an officer, but you don't know 3802. You're a goddamn idiot, like I
There's no
said.
requirement to ID unless you've been arrested.
Oh my
You can
god.
ask us for our ID.
That's what I just did.
You just
No.
told me.
And you said, are you going to fail the ID?
I said, are you? That's a question. Are you going to
Are you
fail
going to
to
arrest me
ID?
if I don't ID?
No.
Okay.
Then
But
no.
I'm going to fill
Good
out
way to
this
save
paperwork.
yourself.
Go for it.
All right, so
What is your first name?
I'm not gonna give you my first name, like I just stated. Oh, you
You
can't
don't
get
need
an
our name.
excuse
You
now.
could just put
Come on in.
person 1 and person 2.
So here comes the ambulance.
Because obviously they know who we are. Y'all know who we are. If we come back in, then it's criminal trespass.
Okay, so based on what you saw in the video, him saying, if you point the camera at me, I'm gonna hurt you. Is that reasonable? Because in the assault charge, it says that the threat of assault or even just the feeling that somebody's going to assault you is enough for self-defense and the assault charge, then is that enough to charge him for assault? Based on what he said, saying, I'm going to hurt you.
But at the same time, he also felt threatened
That's
by you.
by a camera. That's not enough.
It's different when somebody has their hands.
I
up
feel,
their
hold on,
fist.
sir, I feel threatened by that camera. Can I charge you for assault?
You can try.
Definition of assault by threat. This is under Texas Penal Code. Says intentionally or knowingly threatening someone with imminent bodily injury. The threat can be made through words or gestures and can be communicated in person, writing, or electronically. Imminent bodily injury, this includes physical pain, illness, or any impairment of physical condition. It's usually a Class C misdemeanor or elevated.
So in this case, a Class C misdemeanor would be a citation for him.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, we have enough to go on that we could charge both of you with that.
So mine isn't self-defense,
Both of
but
us?
you can charge him for assault.
For assault?
Not you. You
No,
and him.
sir, I have a question. So you can charge him for a misdemeanor for assault, but you can't say that I did self-defense.
With the way y'all are acting and from what I've heard on your video, with the way I've seen there, I can articulate that yes, both of you were at fault.
Because he was recording?
Because in the manner in which he was doing it, I can articulate that he felt
You haven't
bad.
seen
Manner
it?
in which he was
Hold
recording?
on, tell me what manner I was doing since you're
I don't
so
have to explain
confident.
that.
But you're going to charge me on it without having to explain it to
Are
me.
you sure you want to go down this road?
I don't answer questions.
Wow.
really
You
are
switched
gonna
so
do that?
quick.
Well,
Do you
I can.
understand
I know how this works, guys. I know
Do
that
you know
nothing
that-
I
So
say.
you know how
You're
it
gonna
works.
lose your
So you
job
know how
like
it
this.
works, yet you're going to
You're
fall
willing
into
No,
the
to
trap.
I'm saying I
job.
know how you two, as the First Amendment auditors, I know how y'all work. I know y'all want to spin this
You
every
know
which
that
way.
This is going to.
From this
No, we don't do things wrong. You're going to spin this the way you want to spin it. We're not going to make you happy. I understand that.
Why
I could
would
come
you
out.
spin it the way you want to spin it?
See, there we go. I could come out and say, "Yep, I'm arresting him. I'm arresting his daughter," and you both would be like, "Yes, that's great." And then we would still be the bad guys
But
with
we
this.
weren't
We
committing
can't
a
make you
crime.
happy.
Sir, if you
We weren't committing
did
a
that,
crime.
we would be saying, holy the Electra Police Department did amazing, because we've encountered multiple police departments that did this
That
exact
did.
same thing. We would literally say in the video, call them and say, this officer did an amazing job. Call in it. We've done that with
they
multiple
do
officers, and they do it. And you want to say that we spin it.
Gentlemen, I need y'all to turn your video cameras off. It's a HIPAA violation for y'all to
We're
have
not
them
HIPAA
on.
trained, so we're not required to conform
But
to HIPAA.
it's-
We're not required to conform to HIPAA.
It is, because we're fixing to walk our patients through
We
this
are not
door.
required to conform to HIPAA.
Everyone
We are
in
a
Electra
public
is an
place.
idiot.
We're in a public place. There's no expectation of privacy in public.
It is when we're taking our patients out this door.
Ma'am, like
That's
he
not
stated, we're
HIPAA.
not trained in HIPAA, so we don't
I'm
qualify
trying to
under
tell
that.
y'all.
And we just stated we don't qualify under HIPAA because we're not trained under it.
Well, y'all, I would ask y'all, please.
Well, we're gonna say no.
I'm asking
We're
you,
gonna say
please.
no.
Okay, then.
Yeah, you can't, idiot.
Okay. Since you refuse to
Blah, blah,
provide...
blah, blah, blah.
Okay, fine. Both of you
Blah,
are
blah,
criminally
blah, blah,
trespassed for
Blah,
1
blah,
year
blah,
from
blah,
today.
blah.
If you come back to the
Blah, blah,
library,
blah, blah,
you
blah.
will be arrested
Blah,
for
blah, blah,
criminal
blah, blah,
trespass.
blah.
An auditor walks into a public library filming, and the director instantly loses it, screaming about privacy, while a sign right behind her admits the building is under 24-hour surveillance. The auditor stays calm, explains it's a public building, and filming is legal. But then a grown man turns into a complete clown. He charges the cameraman and gets pepper sprayed for it. Even after admitting he lunged and hit him, the staff still tries to blame the auditor for holding a camera. Then the cops show up and do what cops do best, protect the wrong person. Instead of focusing on the assault, the lieutenant starts barking orders, dodging questions, and threatening arrest like the Constitution is optional. And the ending tells you everything. They slapped the auditors with a 1-year trespass ban, not because filming was illegal, but because the library and police hate being challenged. Public building, public rights, and still, tyrants.
Howdy.
How's it going?
I don't answer questions.
Sir, I don't know.
Okay, well, I don't answer questions.
Okay. Well, the couple business owners have called
Yeah, I know. I heard them.
about you just walking around their business taking photos.
Okay.
So they would like you just to leave their property.
I'm not on their property.
Okay.
I'm not on. See that, see those posts right there? That's called you can't expect me to walk down the middle of the road, do you?
I'm not. I'm just saying if you are on their property.
I've not been on their property.
Just stay off their property, okay?
I haven't been.
So, could I get your name, sir?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Why not?
Because do you suspect me of committing, have committed, or about to commit a crime?
Well, sir, they're saying if you want to entangle vehicles, that's all I'm here to do. So,
I tell you what, if they can prove that I actually looked in somebody's vehicle, I'll give you my ID. I don't have to give up my Fourth Amendment right.
that's not your. I'm just trying to identify you.
You're not gonna identify me. I promise you, I haven't committed a crime. And the law is pretty specific. So we can part ways. What's your name? Breedlove. Your badge number?
4788.
4788.
So, sir, can I just get your name?
Nope.
Say that I spoke to you and.
Nope. You call me roving reporter.
Roving.
I'm a photojournalist. This is what I do for a living.
What company do you work for?
I'm an independent journalist. I gather content for stories. Now, have you actually talked to the RP?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, well then you know what's going on yet, do you?
I'm trying to get your side of this.
I'm standing on a public street, walking up and down the road, taking pictures. I'm not armed. Don't even have a billfold. Am I being detained? Am I being detained? Am I being detained?
Well, we're getting
No. Yes or no question?
Yes, you are
Okay.
being
For what crime?
detained at this point.
For what crime?
Because we are.
Okay, go talk to the RP. Go talk to the
Do
RP
you
and
want me
find
to
out.
talk, or do you want to talk?
I'm just telling you,
You
I'm not
asked me a
IDing
question.
you. Okay.
You asked me a question.
Okay.
Okay. We're getting calls from businesses.
I heard them.
Okay. For you taking pictures and
I am taking pictures.
videotaping them and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
We've gotten 2 or 3 complaints from a number of businesses. This is the second one.
Not my problem.
Okay. Well, if we keep getting calls for this, yes, it is.
How's
Okay?
how's illegal
So we've got
activity a problem?
We've got a supervisor coming down here, and
Okay.
you can chat with him. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Is there a reason why you don't want to identify yourself?
Absolutely.
Okay, what is that reason?
I don't answer questions.
You're just asking.
Yes.
Like I said, we got a supervisor coming down here, so I'm not chatting.
So I am being detained.
Yes.
And criminal code.
I explained to
No,
you.
you haven't given me a-
sir,
you haven't given me
I'm
an
not gonna sit
ACA.
here. I'm not going to sit here and have a argument with you.
No.
Okay.
You
I've got a supervisor coming down here.
You have an ACA that I violated.
Again, sir, I'm not going to sit here and get into a argument.
So you have no reason to detain me.
You're being detained.
For
Okay. Well, we ask you to provide your name. You're not providing your name. Okay. All right. Well, like
I have
said,
not committed a crime.
like I said, we've got a supervisor coming down here. You can have a chat with him.
I still don't know what crime I'm detained for.
Sir, you're being detained until we can determine that no crime has been committed.
So I'm being detained for nothing until you can make something up.
Actually, I have the right to detain you until I'm done with my investigation and I find out that there's no crime committed or there has been a crime.
You want to say that again?
Yes. I said you are being detained and I have the right to detain you until I determine that no crime has been committed.
You know Arkansas 1221-106?
Sir, I'm not going to get into it.
I'm just asking if you know it or not.
Again, I'm not going to get into a legal debate with you.
Nothing legal about it. It's a yes or no question.
All right. You don't want to answer my questions. I told you the reason why you're being detained. I'm going to leave it at that until the
Okay.
supervisor gets here, okay?
Okie doke. So, do you have reasonable articulable suspicion yet?
Like I said.
No. There's yes. It's either yes or no.
Like I said, I'm legally able to detain you until I can determine if
You've had me detained for over 20 minutes.
If a crime has been committed, then you are required by law to provide your name.
Oh, if a crime has been committed, yes.
Huh?
If a crime has been committed, yes. But walking up and down the side of the road is not a crime. And you can't make it a crime. Oh, there's your supervisor. Let's go talk to him.
Look, just hang tight right here. Just hang tight right here.
You're not going to block my
You do
traffic.
not need to go up to my supervisor.
Yes, I
He
do.
will come here and talk to you when he's ready to talk to you. Okay?
So
You're not going to walk up on my supervisor.
Well,
He will come here.
I just walked up on
when
you.
he's ready to talk to you.
I
Okay?
just walked up on you and nothing happened.
Again. And you didn't walk up to me, I walk up to you. You're not
Same
going to walk up
difference.
to my supervisor until he's ready to talk to you. Okay?
I'm gonna go over here and take a picture of this guy then. Hey, kitty. Ooh, a baby lion. Woo. Look at there. Hey, kitty, kitty. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty, kitty. Oh, hey, kitty, kitty. Hey, pretty kitty. Oh,
Sir, you need to stay off their property.
I'm not on. Look right here.
This is the driveway.
This driveway does not.
This
This part of the
driveway
driveway
leads
does
into
not
their.
belong.
This,
Look.
this driveway
Look
leads
right
into their business.
Look right
okay?
there. See that blue marking?
Do you hear
That's
me?
utilities. I hear you, but I ain't listening.
Okay. Sir, we need to hang tight here, okay?
I'm gonna go right over here and take a picture
Sir,
of this
I
man.
need you to hang tight. Okay? I need you to hang tight.
What you need and what you get are always the same.
You're going to. Okay?
You heard that song? Sometimes it just might
That
find.
applies to you as well, sir.
Yeah, but you work for me at this
That
point. I
applies
haven't
to you as
committed a
well.
crime, and you have no authority over me until I've committed a crime.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
If I haven't committed a crime, you can't tell me jack
Yeah.
crap.
I have the legal right to detain you.
Well past the 20-minute mark now.
Reasonable amount of time.
Reasonable.
There's a woman in
Reasonable
this
amount
home
of
and he's
time.
holding her until you guys get there.
Reasonable articulable suspicion, which you can't provide.
10-9, you replied on that one?
You guys just think you can do whatever the hell you want to do, don't
The
you?
caller advises
You can't.
there's a woman in his house and he's holding her until you guys get there.
The law applies to you too. Okay, does that mean you don't care?
No. I
It
wouldn't
means
be
you
doing
don't-
this job if I didn't care.
Yeah, right. If you're going to detain an American citizen for walking down the road, then you need to find another line of work.
At this moment, you are being detained.
That's fine.
Okay.
For a constitutionally protected activity.
Okay.
That you cannot criminalize. I've been detained here for over almost 30 minutes with no reasonable articulable suspicion of crime being
Old
committed.
Greenwood and Phoenix, Old Greenwood Road and Phoenix Avenue.
I apologize for that. I can only get here so fast from downtown.
Well, you know,
They called me.
why do you even need to be here? They should have known the law. The law specifically says I can be on the side of the road taking pictures.
It does say you can be out here on the road.
The
You're
end.
recording, she's recording, and she's recording.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I left mine.
That's
I
fine.
forgot.
We got plenty of body cams.
Yeah. So this place over here called, I guess.
They can call all they want.
Right. And I agree to that. Okay. But they said you were on their property.
Nope, I got it on video.
Yeah. I don't. Okay. I don't have that. All we got is what they're saying. Okay. They said that you were on their property, looking in the cars and stuff. And again, sir, I don't know that. All I can do is what they call.
I understand.
Okay. So then I guess this place called.
They just told me they didn't call.
Somebody's called. I know
They called in 4520. Somebody down that way called.
Maybe that's the one that called.
These guys were just standing there talking to me and laughing at me.
Well, maybe that's the one that called, okay? Because I don't have the addresses. I can't even see them from here. But anyways, these folks called. They said you were on the property.
Okay.
Come in as a suspicious person, okay?
Okay.
So we're coming out here. That's what we're out here on. They're investigating that, obviously. That's why it's being held here, okay? But you're standing out here on the public right of way. You are correct. You're not violating anything in our presence, okay?
Right.
So all we're doing, we're going to take a report for them, and then if they want to follow up with it,
Okay.
and you're free to go.
All right. Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Have a great day.
In this video, a man is doing nothing but taking pictures near a FedEx facility from a public roadside, totally legal. But here come the business owners calling the cops because they don't like being watched. Fort Smith police roll up and immediately start fishing for a name, like photography is a felony. The man stays calm, refuses to ID, and keeps asking the only question that matters. Am I being detained? And the cop actually says the quiet part out loud. Yes, you're detained and I can hold you until I determine no crime was committed. Think about how backwards that is. They don't have suspicion and so they detain him to go find some. They hold this guy for 20 to 30 minutes over complaints and ego, not law. And in the end, no charges, no crime, no apology that matters. Just another day of cops treating the Constitution like it's optional.
Hello.
How's it going, officer?
Are you Brandon?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any ID on you?
I do actually, yeah.
Can I see that, please?
But my name is Brandon Hopkins, and the reason why we're having this conversation is literally just because I came up and
Well, look. Can I see your ID?
I'd rather not give you my ID. I haven't broken any laws.
I'm not saying you broke any laws. I just want to identify you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, I'm Brandon. My name is Brandon.
Okay.
And I haven't broken any laws, so therefore I wouldn't want to give you my ID if that's okay.
I'm just confused as to why not.
I'm not. I wasn't disorderly. She's the one who's being disorderly. I literally came up to have a conversation. I was talking to him for like 2 minutes. She slammed the door, came over here. She said she was calling you guys, so I didn't leave. I didn't want to run away.
What's your middle name, Brandon?
My middle name is Alan, but I'm not going to give you any more information. My name is Brandon. She called you and told you who I was.
What's your date of birth?
I'm not going to give you any more information.
Okay.
I'd like to not give any more information. That's okay.
Why won't you give me your date of birth? I don't understand.
Why would you need to have my information?
Because I need to document your
It's a
information.
violation of my Fourth Amendment right.
It is not a
Well, sure,
violation.
I haven't broken any laws. I haven't broken any laws.
I'm not saying you broke any laws. I am asking you to give me
Well,
your
therefore, I'd
information.
like to be secure in my house's paper copy of Texas. I'd like to be secure in my person.
Okay, are you refusing to identify yourself?
Well, yeah, I haven't broken any laws.
Okay. So they have asked you to leave. Okay. If you refuse to leave, then you are trespassing, and that is breaking
Well,
the
they
law.
would have to trespass me, and I would have to be given an opportunity to leave. That's how trespass laws work. So if you want...
Good status. Can you start another unit? P2.
You want to ask them if I'm being trespassed?
She already said she wants you to leave.
Well, no, she wanted me to leave. She said she didn't tell me to leave leave this place. She just wanted me to leave the office.
You want him gone, right?
Is that not correct? Isn't that correct, Tom? She wanted me to leave the office, not the property.
Originally, she asked to walk away and leave the office.
Well, that's what that's under my understanding. So if I'm being trusted, so and that's why is because I was waiting for the officer. I'm sorry, sir. You're assaulting me?
No, I don't want you putting your hands next to me.
You just love to aggravate.
He refused to walk away
I didn't touch you,
from my booth.
But
He refused to walk away, and I told him, I will have you removed from my grounds. If you don't walk away, I will call the police and have you removed.
So you want
He very politely said to me,
Is that correct? You want me trespassed?
I don't want you trespassed. I want you removed off my grounds.
Well,
Nobody
that's
said you're
how it
trespassing.
works. He can't
You
remove
are,
me unless
you are
I'm
being argumentative. He does. He just loves to do this. This is not the
So
first issue.
here's the deal.
Take him out.
If you want him gone, all right, we would have to formally trespass him. Is that what we want to do?
That's up to you, Brandon. You have a choice.
I have a choice about what? You're
So
telling
you
me
can
to...
leave peacefully, or we can arrest you for trespassing.
Well,
What do you want to do?
No, sir. She can ask me if I'm trespassed, then I will.
You can leave peacefully, or we can arrest you for trespassing.
But they
what do you
have
want
to
to do?
They have to trespass me, though.
Yes, they do, and they can.
So am I being trespassed?
If you don't walk away
No,
from
that's
me
not how it
and
works. You
leave-
have to trespass me,
You've
then I have to
been
be given an
asked-
opportunity to leave. Isn't
You've
that
been
correct?
asked
Please keep your
multiple
hands
times.
to yourself.
Well, could you also? Isn't that correct, officer? I have to be trespassed, and then I have to be given an opportunity to leave.
You are being told to leave.
By law.
Okay. At this point, I can arrest you for disorderly conduct. I can arrest you for trespassing.
Well, I'm not being disorderly.
Yes, you are.
I will gladly leave this area.
Yeah, it's time to leave. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, leave the fairgrounds.
Could I get your name and your badge number, please?
My name is Officer Wiss, WYSS. My badge number is 109.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your professionalism, sir. Well, you guys have
Wish
a
I
good
could
day.
say the same for you.
Well, I don't think I've been not professional.
I disagree.
Well, why would you say that?
Because you're instigating.
I'm not instigating anything.
Yes, you are. Now it's time to leave. Let's go.
Yeah, I said I was going to leave.
Then let's go.
I don't answer questions. I like to
Why
exercise.
you're refusing to cooperate?
I'd like to exercise. I'm cooperating. I'm walking to my car. I'm leaving. That's exactly what you told me to do. What are you doing right now? Exactly.
Well, like I said
I'd like
earlier,
to
I need-
exercise my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, if that's okay.
You're not
Ask
being
me
charged
any
with a
other-
crime.
Huh?
You're not being charged with a crime.
Well, exactly. So why would you want to make me insecure of my house's paper, property, effects, and things? Why would you want to make me insecure of my persons and violate my Fourth Amendment right? I'm leaving this place. That's what you told me to do, right?
Hang on just a second. Can you advise if he's signal 30? Sorry, I got a lot of background. Didn't hear that. All right.
I'm curious on why you're further harassing me.
Well, because I needed to determine whether or not you were who I thought you were. Because there is an individual with your name who was involved with, I believe it was St. Joe Police, and is possibly pending charges. So I needed to determine whether or not you had any warrants out for your arrest.
Well, I'd like to not further your investigation.
Well, you can be charged with obstructing justice at that point.
Well, obstruction is a physical act.
It's not.
It actually is.
So
by law,
it's
obstruction. At
this point, all right. Unless you're going to give me ID to confirm this.
I'm not going to you're making me insecure on my house's paper, property effects and things. If you violate my Fourth Amendment right, I'm going to sue you
I'm
and your
asking
department.
you to willingly give me your ID.
I've not broken any laws,
I'm
is
not
that correct?
forcing you to do that.
I've not broken any laws, is that
What does
correct?
that have to do with me asking you to give you ID?
Because you don't have to have articulable reasonable suspicion to gain my ID.
No, I don't. I'm asking you to give it over.
You have to
willingly identify yourself. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, you're trying to violate my Fourth Amendment right.
I'm not trying to violate any rights. If I was trying to violate your rights, I would be doing it by force. My supervisor isn't working today.
Okay.
I'm the only officer. I'm in charge.
Well, you
today.
should get a supervisor before you make a mistake.
I don't have a supervisor working right now. I am the supervisor.
I would highly suggest you go above yourself before you make a mistake, because you walked over here to harass me and asked me to gain my ID. I've not broken any laws. I've not even been trespassed from this place.
I'm not forcing you to get.
You threatened me with arrest if I didn't leave, which is a violation of my rights in general. That is assault, sir. You have a gun and a badge, maybe the badge, but that gun, that's an assault. You have no legal and lawful reason to tell me to leave this place. They never trespassed me from this place.
That's not an assault.
Well, I can tell you right now that if I use my words in a threatening manner, that's assault. If I touch you, that's battery. That's assault and battery. So obviously you need to learn the law.
So at this point, you've agreed to leave. I suggest you do that.
Well, I suggest you to stop harassing me further.
So
an armed gunman, you actually have no legal and lawful authority to even make me leave at this point. You
Let's
understand
get in your car
that?
and go.
You understand
Okay, let's
that,
not make this
sir?
any worse than it needs to be.
Well, I would highly suggest you not make it any worse for yourself, because this is documented on video.
I understand
We're
that.
having a conversation. I wish you had a body camera, because you should. You have a spot for it to
Yes, I
hold
do.
yourself legally accountable for what you're doing right now.
Yep.
Because if you violate my rights and take me to jail, I'm going to sue you.
I understand
and
that,
your
that is
department.
your right.
So
My
I
body camera
highly
is charging right
so
now,
I
that's
highly
why.
suggest
Okay.
you walk away, sir, because you have no legal and lawful authority to make me do anything at the moment.
I'm not trying
you
to
have
make
no,
you do anything.
You have no
I'm
ARS.
just
You have
asking
no
you to do that.
articulable, reasonable suspicion to do anything to me. What you're saying to me is unlawful in what you're doing. I've not broken the law. I've not been disorderly. I've not done anything wrong here. You're coming and harassing me. You walked.
Are you leaving or not?
Over 100 yards to come here and harass me and try to gain my
Are you
information.
leaving or not?
I said I was going to leave. You are hindering that ability for me to do so.
I'm not hindering anything. I've not
Don't come over here like
physically
a
obstructed you.
tyrant.
Are you leaving or no? Or do you want to keep talking?
Do you have legal and lawful authority to even make me leave?
I'm not talking about making you leave. I'm asking you if you're
Sir,
leaving.
you're trying to exercise your authority and usurp authority over me,
I'm sure
free
you
man,
wish that was the
a
case,
free
but
man
you're
in
not
this
nearly
place.
as
But
oppressed as you think you
you
are.
threatened me with arrest over there for disorderly
I told you what
when
would
I've
happen
not
if
been
you refused to leave.
But I've not been disorderly. You're assaulting my persons because you have no legal and lawful
Are you
authority.
leaving or no?
Why are you standing here?
Are you leaving or no? Yes or no?
How are you serving the public
Are
right
you
now?
leaving? Yes or no?
I told you that I was going to leave,
All right,
but
then
I don't.
let's go.
But I don't have to leave.
Let's go.
Sir. No, although you wanted to come have this conversation with me, I don't have to leave.
No,
this
I'm
place.
bored of this conversation because you're not nearly as cool or smart as you think
But you
are.
understand.
So it's time to
I
go.
want you to know, as a public servant that works for me, I don't work for you.
No, I work for the people of the Berrien Springs.
I am the people, right? I am the
Springs.
people. No, you work for the people. You swore an oath to the U.S. Constitution to therefore protect my rights. You serve the public by protecting
Yes,
individual
and I am
rights.
employed by
and
the
what
people
you're
of
doing
Berrien
right
Springs and
now,
Orinoco Township.
trying to come over here
Okay.
and harass me to gain my
And you
my
are
property,
disrupting
my papers.
Peaceful.
I'm not
execution of
disrupting
this fair.
anything. There is
All right.
nobody around here. There is absolutely nobody around here.
So are you ready to go?
You are disrupting my day by harassing me and coming over here. Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's it. If you continue
God
to bother the staff at the fair, I will arrest you.
I'm not.
You understand that?
Sir, I have never bothered them at all. I was trying to have a communication with them. She got upset, slammed the door.